So like that.
Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brothers doing his work in sincerity and the truth. Brothers had it on their mind and the spirit that brothers just had having conversations about situations that they seen, and just basically a martial law is spearheading his way. Situations in the world are speeding up. The brothers we conversating about it a few minutes ago about how the police are, and basically we already know we're in a police state, which is basically martial law. At these times, many things are going to speed up to the point where that chip is going to come, and before that, when they hear that the chip is coming, it's going to be an uproar because these days everybody knows about what's going to happen, especially like right wings or hillbillies and things of that nature, and Israelite camps, or everybody knows. Everybody hears about this chip that's coming. Even if they believe it or not, when they hear about it coming, now they're gonna believe it. It's the belief. The belief factor will start popping up. Like, dang, this what was preached. And even Nate and them he gonna change the embargo speech. You know what I mean? So you got something?
Kind of second address. Just real quick, if you have to get put into a concentration camp or you get hemmed up in martial law, you just have to put your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, because he can deliver you out of anything. All right, and there's plenty of examples of that in scripture. So this is second Esdras chapter 15, starting at verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another people, and swords in their hands." Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So it's going to be rich, riots, looting, people killing. That's why they're going to have to institute martial law. They're not just going to pop up one day and say, "Oh, martial law." They're going to give some sort of reason, whether it be another great terrorist attack like 9/11. You see, they keep letting these little school shooters run rampant because they're trying to crack down on the guns. All right, for the way it's looking, it looks like they want to ban guns, like put a law on no more guns for citizens, and they come to take them, and people resist, and they say, "Oh, it's martial law time." And shit. That's I ain't saying that's how they're gonna do, but it looks like the route they're trying to take. They're trying to strip the guns in order to have to insinuate martial law. Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, or because
there's going to be sedition among men." So sedition, the word sedition just goes into basically like a
rebellion.
A rebellion. A rebellion against, basically you're gonna see the government, and even just the local state governments and etc. When you hear about a lot of situations that you hear in the world now, people going and protesting. How you get a lot of these teenagers going up to Washington. When did that happen? In the hood, we always been getting shot. Ain't nobody saying that. See, now this is something, a form of trying to take away the guns, like the brother brought up. So when you take away guns from Americans who love their arms, they have the right to bear arms. You got those up in the mountain Edomites. You got that regular Edomite with the big wheel trucks. You know what I mean? Those biker Edomites, and then you got just regular Edomites, and you got Jake. Jake shooting pistols sideways still, shit. You know what I mean? Them Jakes, you know what I mean? Them, and them ones that might give it their goods, man. I got, they only got a AK and a 9, you know what I mean? But you go to the Edomites, man, they got shit you wouldn't fathom. They made their guns and shit, But this sedition among men is gonna be rebellion, man. There's gonna be outroars and uproars of the people when all this thing started going out. It's gonna be big uproars, man. You think you protesting now about little shit to get away the guns, or you think they're protesting around the world about America? Things that America does, if it basically ping pongs around the whole world, And the world looks at America and like, look at these niggas. You know what I mean? And they, you know, niggas communicate with people across the country. You know, it's gonna be a time where you gonna and let me get Daniels.
I got something.
You got something real quick?
I'm gonna just finish this last verse. Verse 17 says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." So they're gonna be barring you people off. And I got this. Y'all can grab yours. It's a little bit longer. This is basically an example of martial law that happened to us during when Nebuchadnezzar came up against Jerusalem. All right, we wasn't able to leave out of the city. He had besieged us, and we was locked down for 2 years until he fully broke through. That's how it's going to be. You people are going to be trying to fight and resist for a minute, and then eventually this military is just going to overtake you.
Sound beautiful.
You got something, Nicole?
Yeah, this is a martial law. I'm going to read the definition first. Martial law, the law applied in occupied territory by the military authority of the occupying power. 2, the law administered by military government. The law administered by military forces that is invoked by a government in an emergency when the civil law enforcement agencies are unable to maintain public order and safety.
Right. So basically, your local police department, your sheriff department, when they can't control the people,
they lock shit down.
They lock shit down. That's when now they sending the troops, the U.S. government. But this one is going to be probably full. It's going to be full of probably more foreign troops.
Yep.
You know.
And I forgot which Rothschild said, but he said one of those old crippled, you know,
David probably. No.
Edomites. He said it used to be easier to control, you know, like millions of people than to kill millions of people. But he said nowadays it's easier to kill millions of people than it is to control millions of people.
Right.
You know, so you got this unicorn, which is this internet, is, you know, waking people up, but it's also putting people to sleep with, you know, your world star hip hops and all the other, you know, Instagram comedians, you know, that people just like to watch to pass time. You know, it's a gift and a curse for Esau. You know, on one hand, damn, if I get rid of it, you know, people I am using it to go to sleep, you know, they'll have no other choice, you know, but to, you know, run into, you know, brothers that are woke, or, you know, see what's popular. You know, got to keep their minds preoccupied with something, you know, not what it is, you know. So they got to be able to keep occupied, you know, with something, you know. So it has to be, you know, something. But now, if you got martial law being declared, you know, once that's declared, there is no more internet and stuff like that. So your mind is going to be occupied on staying alive.
Right. How you gonna eat? How your baby gonna you know, get their nourishment? How you you know, how you gonna be able to live? Because Americans want to live that easy life. Hey, is America's gonna be shut down? The easy life is about to fall apart. And watching the next few, man, I can't pinpoint those days, but this thing is ramping up. You know, that chip is gonna be here soon. You know, go ahead, bring it up, bro.
Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are made chief of the nations to whom the house of Israel came.
Right, Israel is so relaxed and laid back and lackadaisical. Like the brother brought out, the unicorn has been basically indicating or telling, hey, what's about to happen? Hey, you'll get like Alex Jones. They don't watch Alex Jones. You know, they watch twerking videos. You know what I mean? They watch what happened with this with Tekashi 6ix9ine and some shit, Rainbow Bright. You know, Rainbow Gangster, Rainbow G. They're that dude. I mean, look, that's why they call America stupid. That's why the whole world can see things are falling apart. You know how you know? That dollar is falling apart. The dollar is dropping. You know, when that dollar dropped, hey, that's when that martial law really is going to martial law will kick in, because that chip, people gonna want to eat. You know, you got some people that's already stockpiling food. Now and you know, so and they're gonna hide, and then some people gonna know about the stockpile of food. I remember years ago, it was an Edomite at my job. You know, Spirit had him that he was talking about certain things. He was telling me like he lived in like 40 miles. He was probably 40 miles away from the city of Detroit. You know, so you know they come get jobs this far, but they go out where they at. You know, so He told me one day, and we just happened to get into certain conversations because he was talking about he had little solar panels and things like that. But he said he made sense. He said, "I'm gonna get home if anything happens." I'm like, "How?" He said, "Shit, I got a tent and a bike. They got one on. He kept a folded bike in his trunk. So the bike went small, whatever he kept it in his trunk." And he said, "No way." And he kept like a tent, the tent in the trunk with it. And he talked about the guns because they that's what they love. They love to hunt, and that's their power or their blessing is their sword.
That's what they feel comfortable with.
Exactly, because you niggas is gonna be here. You know what I mean? And they know, if anything jump off, it's gonna be us against them, and they know that. They could be cool with you at the job. And then he told me, he said he got a false wall in his garage where he just dropped canned foods down, and then he was thinking about making a under his garage because they out there they got like barn garages or something like that. They got barns. He said he was thinking about making a underground like underground bunker under there, like so it wouldn't be under his house. It would have been like next to under the house or next to the garage or the barn garage, whatever. It's gonna be next adjacent to it, meaning that side diagonal away from it or something like that. But he probably would have came through. See, they already had. This is about 5-6 years ago. He told me this.
And it's like if martial law wasn't coming, why are so many people in the spirit of prep? Why are so many people stocking up guns, food, water, security measures? The people, because everybody in their spirit knows something big is about to happen, but they just want to continue living as if it's not. They're praying and hoping it doesn't, but when it happens, it's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard.
Right, because one thing Esau don't want to be out of his power. No matter what level Esau is at in his kingdom.
So he cried just for a blessing. How do you think? This part of his blessing is being able to live in this time.
All right. What did he get with his blessing? He cried what? He got his blessing was the fatness of the earth, and he got it. He got what he cried for. And so now, he got that, but the Most High gave him a bound that he cannot pass. So he know that bond the bound that he has is at the end. That's why they watch out of space. They see the chariots go by. They know that the angels that's coming to save the Israelites. Regular crackers don't know this, man. That's why y'all be like, well, this a good Edomite. Yeah, he's good right now because he has nothing to worry about. He doesn't fear. What we brought in brother a few weeks ago, they leave their doors unlocked in a suburb. Like a suburb.
Not that stopper in it, so it's always open.
Yeah, always
stopper in it.
That's why when Jake go ride, they arrive out there because they know the doors are unlocked. Somebody else gonna get scripture.
Yeah, I got more. This is pass unto Canel and see from thence. Go ye to Hamath the great, then go down to Gath of the Philistines, where Goliath is from. Be they better than these kingdoms, or their border greater than your border? So look at those as examples. Ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near. That lie upon.
Hold on 1 second. Like I said, ye that put far the evil day. This not gonna come. I remember a nigga told me it's gonna, and that might come in 70 years. That was about 3-4 years ago. And man, that might come in 70 years. How do you know? Who told you? Who gave you the plan? We can see the Lord, men of the Lord see signs, man.
Right, and it's not like they measuring the signs according to the Bible and saying, we think it'd be about 70 years, according to this, that, and then the mark of the beast, you gotta come out and stuff like that. And there ain't no mark of the beast yet. There ain't no microchip yet. You gotta wait. No, they just doing it out of their own heart.
Right, and that's when they gonna get fucked up at, because you telling people it's not the chip, So now when that goes down and they start seeing it coming in a mass scale, somebody gonna wring your goddamn neck, man. And you gonna make that noise, choke the shit out of you. Go get mad. They go mollywop your ass, and your congregation, man, and your leaders, man. Because y'all know that's true. Y'all know it gotta be the chip. But hey, since the apostles a great millstone brought it out. It's not true. You know what I mean? It's not. It's they want to be the one to figure it out. They brought it up first. It'd have been written in stone. And I'm pretty sure that most of them, know that it is the chip, but they won't tell their congregation, man. Congregation will. That's why I said, woe to the pastors and the preachers that destroy and scatter my sheep. You're destroying the people to not you're not warning.
Not even preparing them.
Not preparing them. You just want to be the Israelite celebration, an escapade, and taking people's wives. You doing some comfy shit, man. You got more on that?
Yeah. Verse 4, that lie upon beds of ivory and stretch themselves upon their couches, being lazy, being that lazy spirit, and eat lambs out of the flock, just like a nigga, just eat, sleep, just lay down, putting forth evil day, and eat the lambs of the flock and the calves of the midst of the stall, that chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves instruments of music like David. So just like how you got niggas that's just all into music, they love singing to, whatever the latest music tone is, just eat, sleep, listen to what's fucking popular, Z Cloud, fucking SoundCloud rapper is out, that drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves with the chief anointment, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph. So they don't care. They all into everything else, listening to music, eating, sleeping all fucking day, smoking weed. They not grieved for the affliction of Joseph. And the affliction of Joseph is, who's Joseph? It's the Native Americans, your Negroes, Latinos, the real Israelites. They're not grieved for what's going on. They trying to keep that stay in that matrix, so to speak. That's it on that.
You got some.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 39:1. It says, in the 9th year, Zedekiah, king of Judah, in the 10th month, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army against Jerusalem, and they besieged it. All right, so Nebuchadnezzar laid siege on the city. All right, which means nobody could leave in, nobody could go out. It's like no one could come in, no one could go out. Verse 2, and in the 11th year of Zedekiah, in the 4th month, the 9th day of the month, the city was broken up, and all the princes of the king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle of the gate. All right, so after 2 years, they was finally able to penetrate. So that's why during that time they were in a famine, because what you look at Lamentations, it tell you the famine that was going on in the Holy Land of Jerusalem during that time of them 2 years. Because why? You had the Babylonians surrounding Jerusalem, beating in their heads. All right, you had the military men, they was going out and fighting, but eventually they got overtook. The same thing is going to be now. You people think you're not going to be able to step outside your city. You damn devils, they banking on, oh, I'm going to make it back. Oh, I'm going to get 30 miles away to my shelter. Or I'm going to get to up north. You're not going to make it there. You're going to die trying, like that damn 50 Cent movie. All right, you're not even going to make it outside your city. Verse let's see, verse 3 says, all the princes of the king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle of the gate. Even Nergal, Sharezer, Semgar Nebo, Sarsechem, Rabsaris, Nergal, Sharezer, Rabmag, with all the residue of the princes of the king of Babylon. And it came to pass that when Zedekiah, the king of Judah, saw them and all the men of war, when they fled and went forth out of the city by night, by the way of the king's garden, by the gate betwixt the two walls, and he went out the way of the plain. So basically, Zedekiah and his men tried to dip out at night. They thought that they would be able to escape. But what happened to them? Did you say something?
No.
Okay, verse 5. But the Chaldeans' army pursued after them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. All right, so they thought they was going to run. Oh, it's nighttime. They won't see us. Maybe we can cross the highway now. Right. Okay, they got the helicopters going that way. If we run this way, maybe we'll make it out. You motherfuckers gonna make a mad dash and step on a landmine. Right. You're not going nowhere. This place is gonna be on lockdown. The only people that are gonna be allowed to move, if the Lord wills it so, is the elect and 1/3. If it's their destiny to move from city to city to get to the wilderness, and that's gonna happen for them. Everybody else, y'all gonna get fucked up out there.
So like the brother said, helicopters. These devils got the whole pattern of your city as a grid. So your blocks are grid.
They got it on numbers.
On
A1,
yep.
B27, C30. And they know what that number, they say go to C30. They know what area of the city that is. They'll fly right over, shine the light.
Hey, you got addresses. you know this in that area. Hey, sector this, district this, things of that nature. So you got grids. So, you don't think they got infrared, night vision, infrared and night vision goggles, to see the heat come from your body. See, niggas is they just and the city's gonna be shut down. So niggas
no more GPS,
no more GPS, nothing. All you gonna
women really ain't gonna go nowhere.
Exactly, you're gonna hear everything, man. You're gonna hear every damn screen out there, man. A couple of blocks away. It's gonna be quiet because nobody ain't gonna want to speak too much. They don't want to say shit.
You know how easy it is to scare a woman? You actually can turn corners, like I said it before, and you meet up at the same time, say, oh, or you somewhere, she hear a noise and she don't know you in the vicinity, she gets scared, and then she kind of calms down when she realizes, oh, that's just him.
Yep.
Women get scared easily, there's been times, you hear a noise in the house, you think like, damn, what was that? Then it was nothing, or you might go look to see what was going on. If it's a woman, at my grandma's house, they said, huh? Who's there? Who's there? Like 1,000 times. Like I come in the house and I don't announce myself, or I might have my headphones on and I don't hear them say nothing. They're freaking out because they hear somebody come in the house. They might be in the bathroom or something. And they're fucking freaking out, because they just heard somebody come in the house and I got my headphones and I don't hear them, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know anybody's in the house either, so women get freaked out quickly. They don't have no backup plan,
because they know the defense. That's when that reality kicks back in, and I'm a defenseless woman. When that door get stomped the fuck in, and some motherfucker come waving some iron around, that's when that reality snap back in.
This is Sirach 5:7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for certain shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in the securities thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance." Right? Because suddenly these things can happen, man, and the things that the brothers that's doing this work of sincerity, man, in truth, the men of the Lord, we've been warning you niggas, the ones that walk by us every day on the highways and byways, the ones that come across the channel and just keep going to see, they see a title, they don't know what they're talking about. Your family members that laugh at you and say, man, I don't want to talk to him. Anytime you come around, man, he got to see, man, I don't want to hear him. They don't want to talk to you about anything. This is serious. The severity in Israelites' mind is folly. The only thing what's funny is everything that's funny is that's serious. They laugh at serious shit. Somebody jumping one person is serious and funny and fun to watch to record. So watch the things that happen to you in that day. When you see foreign troops just picking you off, kicking in your door, put you in the back of that wagon with the ain't gonna be no cover. It's gonna be that military with the canopy missing off the back.
Like off the movie. So I think it was the one. Was it either 28 days later or 28 weeks later? But the dude, he was escorting the children and the woman out of the city to the stadium, but he was breaking military commands. I think it was 28 weeks later, but he was breaking the commands, and so there was troopers on the rooftop sniping them down. Like when people went running, the people that they didn't want getting down to the city, they was just hitting them. They was trying to get to the feds, hitting them, trying to get under the car. They shoot the car, blow that shit up, and kill you. And people not gonna be able to go nowhere.
You stuck, man. And this martial law is gonna be a reality for most of you, man. Because matter of fact, they don't even care what happens on the news. We so numb that to the point where somebody gets shot on the block, it might annoy you for a few minutes, hour, and that wasn't right, and then you don't hear anything else about the shit, and they just go on with their life with a blood stain.
Yeah, 28 weeks later.
So and things is gonna ramp up, man. Martial law is inevitable, man. And Israelites are not preparing themselves. Like brothers was reading about, it was time of Zedekiah. and y'all gonna try to run.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to scurry across, across the street. You're gonna get picked off. Boom. That's when Edomites gonna have their fun too, man. They're gonna be out there picking niggas off. They're gonna be on top of the roof because they love to just see who they can kill, like down in New Orleans. See, we had instances of martial law being set. And and day goes on.
There's nigga hunting.
Nigga hunting. They was not letting you cross that bridge. And you don't even hear about it. And they got on what the History Channel or something of that nature and said they was doing it. See, because it was martial law. It was a time where it was. But you know what? It was time of martial law for the government, but it was lawlessness for them. So that's why they probably weren't even brought up on charges, because they had to protect their area or whatever their products is. Esau is gonna always claim he's protecting. You know what I mean? But that's why we gotta wait on the Lord, man. Hey, how we gonna defend with this devil? Hey, the devil, this goddamn devil, has this word in his hand. Ain't no way we're gonna be able to get out this grips until Yahweh Shah stops this devil, man. That's it. Ain't no way. So, hey, I got anything else?
Yeah, I have one more example, real quick. First Maccabees, chapter what chapter is this? 5. Yep, chapter 5, starting at verse 46. Says, now when they came unto Ephron, this was a great city in the way as they should go, very well fortified. They could not turn from it, either on the right hand or the left, but must needs pass through the midst of it. All right, so Judas and his men were traveling, and they ran into a city that they had to pass through. Verse 47, then they of the city shut them out and stopped up the gates with stones, whereupon Judas sent unto them in peaceable manner, saying, let us pass through your land to go into our own country, and none shall do you any hurt. We will only pass through on foot, howbeit they would not open unto them. All right, so it's going to be like that. People going to be, you're going to have Book of Eli. He's trying to pass the bridge. He's like, just let me go through. I don't want no trouble. Just let me go through. I got to go through this way. That's what people going to be saying. You're going to be getting ambushed and killed. You're going to have to give away your daughter if you want to make it through. You're going to have to give up all your food. They're not just going to let you through. That's why it says what it says in 2 Esdras 15 and on down. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You will be denied, even if that costs you your life.
Yep. Hey, you ain't going to be able to just tell your boys that your gang members, you ain't going to be able to wave a red or blue flag in that day. Hey, that's just going to give me a good target when they see that. Right, man. Hey, there's going to be Judite gangs trying to regulate some shit. You know what I mean? We can capitalize on this shit now. All right.
So flash range.
They was using lasers in Panama, cutting cars in. So that's primitive shit. Say they're gonna use primitive shit on your body, So let me read this scripture real quick, because they don't believe niggas don't believe shit. But this happens. It's gonna be severe. This thing is gonna be very severe. More than it's gonna be even spiritual, man. When it get worse, it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. This is Daniel's 12, and I'm gonna start at 1, and it's at 1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since here as a nation, since there was a nation, even to the same time, and that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So the things that are going to happen is going to be a time that have never been seen on earth before. It's going to be a time where, man, it's going to be more spiritual than anything. So as you see martial art troops come in, them come in. Yeah, the Gurkha troops, things of that nature. Many tanks, they ain't seen that, But then when all this as it keep going, it's gonna get worse. That's why we're gonna need Yahweh Shai to come save us. You're gonna have to send Michael, and Yahweh Shai gonna come save us, man. Don't have to. Gonna come save the elect. That's something.
I was just pulling up what you had said about the laser weapons in Panama. Is off obviously above top secret. This is off the article. Just this verse says, I was doing some background reading on the joint Israel/U.S. particle beam weaponry project when I came across the 1992 documentary, The Panama Deception. While I'm not surprised by the revelations in this film, it still shocks and saddens me. At one point during part 4, a witness speaks of beam weaponry being used and cars being sliced in half. So Esau gonna be out here with them thumpers on you, with that video game shit.
Yep.
Knocking your body to giblets without even nothing touching you. Just crumble.
Yep, dust. Dehydrate the shit out your body, crumbling. So hey, look, martial law. Then with martial law is gonna be that when Yahweh Shai gonna return after the destruction of all this shit. It's just gonna get worse after all that. But that spiritual war is coming, man. You know. So hey, guess I'm no.
No,
That's no. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Rukar Dash. Peace citation to the apostles and elders and to the brothers labor. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.